After a month-long search process, the Toronto Raptors officially unveiled their ninth head coach in franchise history Thursday. Nick Nurse, 50, a veteran coach who worked in myriad organizations before joining the Raptors as an assistant 5 years ago, replaces Dwayne Casey, who was fired on May 11. Raptors president Masai Ujiri introduced former assistant Nick Nurse as Toronto's new head coach on Thursday. Nurse says he's already encouraged some players to be more open-minded to new ideas. The Canadian press, "It was 27 years in coaching and the last month was a long one for me as well," Nurse said at a news conference at Air Canada Centre, adding that he hasn't had much time to celebrate his first NBA head coaching job. "It never bothered me that month of waiting." Read more. Article continued. Bella opinion, will Nurse be just what the doctor ordered? Pistons land Casey with 5-year deal in that month. The Raptors reportedly interviewed a number of candidates including Mike Budenholzer, who eventually took the Milwaukee Bucks head coaching job, Spurs assistants Etta Messina and Ime Udoka, Raptors assistant Rex Kalamian, Raptors 905 coach Jerry Stackhouse, and Lithuanian coach Šarūnas Jasikevičius. Nurse thanked Casey, who lost his job after the Raptors were eliminated from the playoffs for the third straight season by LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nick Nurse is introduced as the new head coach of the Toronto Raptors at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto on Thursday. Tiana Martin, The Canadian Press, Nick Nurse is moving on up. The Raptors are officially introducing Nurse, a longtime assistant with the team, as their new head coach. Carlos Osorio, AP, "He's the one who brought me here as an assistant," Nurse said of Casey, who posted a 320-238.573 overall record as Raptors coach, the most successful mark in franchise history. "We shared a lot of winning together. He's a competitive guy, a great professional. I've learned so much from him. You can't take away the last 5 years," Nurse said. The Raptors will need to be innovative. Article continued below. The game in general is changing so fast before our very eyes. It's changed so much in the last 5 years, 3 years. Nurse said, "We've got to be innovative. We've got to think about what's coming next before it happens." Nurse said he would like the team to be creative, to try new things on defense for the playoffs. Nick is an innovative coach who has a tremendous basketball IQ and a unique approach to the X's and O's, team president Masai Ujiri said in a statement before the news conference. "We've valued his creativity and dedication as he focused on making our offense one of the best in the NBA, and we believe that he will bring those qualities to his new role as head coach. This is an exciting and important season for the Raptors, and I believe Nick's strong leadership and focus on winning are qualities which will help lead us to our ultimate goal, which is a championship." Nurse agreed to a 3-year, $10 million, all figures in US dollars deal, reported ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, who also broke the news Tuesday that the Raptors were promoting their assistant coach to the head job. ESPN reported Thursday that Kalamian is leaving to join the Los Angeles Clippers. That means the Raptors now have 3 openings on their coaching staff to replace Nurse, Kalamian and Stackhouse, who is leaving for Memphis. Nurse said at the news conference that he wanted a veteran coaching staff around him, former head coaches who know what it's like to make the final decision. Casey was reportedly owed $6.5 million next season before he was fired by Raptors president Masai Ujiri. Casey signed a 5-year deal with the Pistons for an average of $7 million a season, the Detroit Free Press reported. Nurse first joined the Raptors in 2013 as an assistant in charge of the team's offense under Casey. The Raptors set franchise records for points per game, 111.7, and three-pointers made, 968 last season. Nurse, an Iowa native, was a 2-time Coach of the Year in the British Basketball League and was involved with the British national team program. before landing in Toronto. Nurse spent 6 seasons in the NBA G League with Rio Grande and Iowa, winning the Coach of the Year award in 2010-11 and a title in 2012-13. Nurse has also coached for 12 years across Europe. He got his start in coaching as a student assistant at the University of Northern Iowa in 1989 after finishing his playing career there as a guard.